The shadows are the places that we do not look. The shadows are the places that we go and hide. The shadows are the places that see no light. The shadows are the places that we go to die. The shadows are the places that we don't speak of. The shadows are the places that we prefer not to see. In this series of paintings, I delve deep inside of my own psyche, looking at my own shadows and my own dark spaces to develop a way to express those things and shed light on those topics. So through this series of paintings, I created a way of adding layer upon layer upon layer of imagery that represented the darkest aspects of myself, my community, my culture, and the world around me, and everything else that I see, and all of those dark spaces that we don't talk about, and all those dark things that we don't mention. And I brought those things to light through this series of paintings. And I was able to talk about those things in a way that wasn't so literal, that wasn't so confrontational, developing a style that I could share with other people that can give them a voice and a way to work through their own dark issues, to confront their own shadows. This series of paintings, though, for me being a professional artist, has some aesthetic qualities to it. The point of the paintings is to give a style of painting to people that's really inconsequential, where the style and the technique don't matter as much as what is actually being said and what is being conveyed and what is being worked through, what is having light shed on it, and what dark aspects are literally becoming light through a painting method where light is actually being used to create an image out of the darkness, thus making the darkness into light. The premise of my work over the last 2 years has been to address the ways in which art and mental health coincide and the way that they go hand in hand with each other and the way that they affect one another. How the way our mental health is, the way that our thought processes are going, are actually defining the decisions we make. Now, art represents life, and it's a very quick and effective way to represent what we are thinking in each moment. Now, these paintings to me are very interesting because what I do all day long is think, and I go from light to dark. I have good days and bad days. In these paintings, I go through all of my dark issues, or much of my dark issues, and I bring them to light through this series of paintings. So they're rather interesting to look at and very healing for myself, and I believe that if you possess the painting or look at the painting, it has healing aspects because it has those qualities of relation, of you relating to what I'm going through and what the painting brings forth within you. And by doing that, it sheds light on it. Through creating these paintings, I hope to inspire a sense of creative process and the importance of using creative process to move through problems and to address dark issues and to look into those shadows and to remove those shadows through art. My goal as an artist is to move forward with this research, with learning more about this process, learning more about myself, and learning more about ways in which I can help others through art and teach others through art ways that they can remove their own shadows, that they can deal with their own mental health issues and decide what is best for them, whether it be to change directions in their lives or seek help or simply have a new practice in their lives. These paintings are all for sale, and the proceeds help me do my work. They go towards me furthering my art career, furthering my artistic practice. Right now I'm getting ready to go back into the prisons and teach more of this information to the inmates so that they can have an outlet which they can address their own mental health issues and look into their own shadows. And that's a beautiful thing about art, is that it breaks barriers and it goes through walls, and it allows people, even in the darkest of places, an outlet to express themselves. So if you would like to purchase one of these paintings, please direct message me. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram and my website at mattrefik.com.